students, I hope that you have seen the last video. In last video, we have started learning chapter 1, that is computer fundamental of subject computer. In that we have learned input and output devices, about input and output devices. So the next point that we are going to learn in this chapter is the software. Now going with the software. What is software? Software is a form. Software is a program through which every computer runs. So softwares are the forms of programs that are designed in two types and are used to run our system. So which are those two types of software that we will see? The first type of software is a system software and other one is the application software. So going with the system software. The system software are the software which are used for controlling the operation of our computer, of our machine. They are known as the system software. For example, operating system, all of you know what is operating system. You are well aware with the definition of operating system. Then next one is the device drivers, language translator, system utilities. So these are the different types of system software. We are going to learn them one by one. But why system software is used? System software is used for controlling the operation of a system. Controlling the operation मीन्स उसमें जो भी हो रहा है, कंप्यूटर के अंदर जो भी हो रहा है, इनपुट आ रहा है, आउटपुट जा रहा है, फाइल सेव हो रही है, फाइल ओपन हो रही है, files are getting deleted. Those all things are monitored by the system software. The next type of software is the application software. Now application software we can say like apps. The short form of application is APPS, apps. You talk about apps daily now. So apps like in our computer there are apps like worksheet means MS Word, Excel spreadsheet means MS Excel. Okay, then data MS Access, that is a database software. We are going to learn further in our 7th standard. We are having a separate chapter. Then paint, presentation software. So these are the forms of application software. Okay, so now going with the first form of software, that one is a system software. We are going to see its types. Now, in system, as I told you that system software is a software which controls the operation of your computer, of your devices, of your machine. Okay, so in system software there are different types of system software which are required in every machine. First one is the operating system. Now, operating system in short we call it OS. Now, you all know what is operating system. Operating system is the system without without, if the operating system is not installed on our any of the device like mobile, like our computer, laptop, what will happen? Other applications that which are on the computer will not work. Why? Because operating system is the main software which is required by every machine, which is the requirement of every machine. Okay, so operating system we call it as the heart of the computer. So first type of system software is the operating system. If it is installed on our computer, on our machine, then only other softwares like small applications like Microsoft applications, like our paint paint like our QBasic programming. Okay, such type of different application runs on the operating system. Okay, so different types of operating system we can say, like in school we are using Windows 7. Okay, on your mobile you are using Android, that is the operating system. On laptop, when I showed you the screen. Okay, so on there is Windows 8.1. At your home, if you are having any of the computer, you might be having some advanced operating system, that can be Windows 10 as well. Then there are many more operating systems like Linux, Unix, the Linux, Unix, Macintosh, Ubuntu. So there are many forms of operating system, and from that the basic operating system that we are using on our computer is the Windows operating system, and they are also in different versions. Okay, so it is the main software required for running any of the program on our computer. Now next one is the device drivers. Device drivers, as I told you, we learn output devices like keyboard, mouse, plotter. Okay, plotter, printer. These what are these? These are the output devices. Okay, pen drive. Pen drive is the output devices. When you connect a pen drive or any of the device, okay, externally to your computer, what happens? First it tells you that your device is getting installed. So for that at least we have to wait for a 5 second. After the device gets installed on our system, it is telling us that device is getting installed. Okay, and after it gets installed, it shows the icon, the notification that your device is installed successfully. Okay, so the device drivers are used to control the performance of different devices that are being connected externally to the computer, or they are internally attached to the computer, like hard disk. It is also having a device driver. Your RAM, ROM, okay, they are also having a device driver. Even when you connect a pen drive, it's getting installed, so it is also having a device driver. So device driver, in the form we can say that there are some programs which need to be connected with the machine, and after that only it will be visible to us. The data within it will be visible to us. So I hope you have understood device drivers. Now going with next point, that is the language translator. Now language translator, in the sense we can say that language translator, as we know that computer understand a machine language. I told you last year that which language computer understand? Computer understand a language in the form of 0 and 1. Okay, so for translating that machine language into human readable language, or the human readable language, for the understanding of computer, it is converted to the machine language. For that, language translator is used. For that purpose, the language translator is used. Okay, so language translator, in our computer system, there are 3 types of language translators. Language translator, as I told you that language translator is used to translate a machine level language into a human readable language, or the human readable language into a machine language. Okay, so for this purpose, in our computer system there are 3 types of translator. First one is the compiler, second interpreter, and third one is the assembler. Now what does compiler do? What does compiler do? Compiler converts our high level language. High level language means the text in which we write English language. We write text. We write programs in English language. Okay. Last year we have written programs in English language in QBasic. Okay. So what does compiler do? That the English written language is known as a high level language, in which we write in English we write our program. So that language is known as high level language in computer. Okay, so what does compiler do? Compiler convert that our text into a form of 0 and 1, that is the machine language. So compiler is used to convert our written text, means the high level language, into a machine level language, that is in the form of 0 and 1. Now this was the work of a compiler. Now that was for the understanding of a machine. That machine converts a language into 0 and 1, high level language into 0 and 1 using compiler. Why? For the machine, that machine should understand it. But computer, when it process output to us, when it displays output, computer when it displays output on our screen, what does computer do? It has stored our text in the form of 0 and 1. So for that purpose interpreter is used. For that purpose which translator is used? Called as interpreter. What does this interpreter do? This interpreter this interpreter convert the machine language, the language which is processed by a machine. Okay, it converts the machine language into a high level language. Into a high level language means in the form of in English, in the form of English text. Okay, we write in the form of English, we write English wordings. So it converts the text in the interpreter converts the machine language, that is 0 and 1 language, into a high level language, that is the human in the language which is understood by the humans. Okay, now next type of language translator is the assembler. Now what is assembler? This assembler is used, the assembler, this translator is used to convert assembly language program into a machine language. Like compiler is used to convert a human written text into a machine language. In the same way, assembler is used to convert a assembly written language program into a machine level language. Okay, machine language. Now what type of programs are written by assembler? Suppose if I want to add any of the number, what I will do? I will just write the command add. I will just write the command add. I will give here number 5 and I will give here number 2. What this will do? This will add 5 with 2 and will produce the output. So in this way assembly language programs are written. So these assembly level language are converted by the translator, that is assembler, into a machine language. Okay, that is 0 and 1. Now I hope that you have understood the language translator. Now going with the last point of system software, that is system utilities. So system utilities are used for performing some special tasks in a computer. Like you are using your mobile daily, when you get up you get a notification, clean up your disks. So system utilities software are used for taking backup of your files, recovering your data, scanning your data. We do a refresh, so that is the scanning of the data. Then for cleaning your disks, for making partition of your data, in different forms on different drives, like local disk D, local disk C, local disk C. These are the different drives on our computer system. So it is called as a disk defragmentation. Disk defragmentation means it is distributing our data on different disks and maintaining it on different device drivers. Okay, so system utilities is the software used for the maintenance of a computer, as I told you, for cleaning your, for scanning your disks, for cleanup, for it is used for cleanup. It is used for disk defragmentation. Disk defragmentation means properly distributing your data, properly maintaining your data on different drivers, and many more things. Okay, so I hope here you understood that what is system utilities. And here we have completed our first point from software, that is the system software. Here I hope that you have understood the system software. Now going with the second type of software, that is the application software. Application software, as I told you, that they are used for defining for special purpose. They are used for performing special tasks for special purpose. Like for example, we can say that word processor software. Word processor software means like our MS Word. MS Word is a word processor software. For what it is used? It is used for making a document. It is used for making a document. I told you that MS Word is a software which is used for documenting your files, documenting your data. Okay, to create your files in the form of documents. So it does special purpose. The special task of this word processor software um, is to document your file. Okay, now next type of application software is the electronic spreadsheet. Electronic spreadsheet in the form that is MS Excel, Microsoft Excel. What is there in Microsoft Excel? Your data is arranged in the form of row and column, horizontally and vertically in cells. Okay, and your data is maintained in a tabular format after one another. So that is called as the electronic spreadsheet. Your MS Excel is known as a spreadsheet which is used for performing the special task, that is arranging your data in a particular tabular format. Tabular format मतलब टेबल के अंदर अरेंज होता है डेटा. Now next type of application software is the image editor. Image editor like Paint, Tux Paint. These are the example of image editor. So Paint, Tux Paint are the example of this image editor. Same way, Photoshop. It is an also example of image editor. Then PicArt, which you use in your mobile for the collage. Okay, for the collage, for giving different effects. So it is also a type of image editor. Then there is also a software called as Corel Draw. It is also a example of a image editor software. Now next one is the DBMS. Next type of application software is DBMS. Now what is this DBMS? Database. DBMS stands for Database Management System. Now this database management system, now it is a software. The example of DBMS is MS Access, is a Microsoft Access. Now this database is used to store your data in the computer in the form of in tabular format, but it is a software. Um, it is a software which is used at the back end in the computer. It is a back-end software used in the computer programming. Okay, so we are having special chapter on this MS Access DBMS. So we will learn MS Access in detail. But MS Access is a special type of Microsoft product which is used for storing data in a different format. Okay, now the last type of application software is the presentation software. Now from you there is no one who don't know the presentation software. Microsoft PowerPoint. You know that presentation software? For what PowerPoint is used? Like Word is used for creating document. MS Excel is used for creating a data in tabular format. In the same way, presentation software is used for creating a presentation or on any of the topic which you want. Okay, as I showed you last time a presentation of input output devices. So presentation software is the application software which is used for creating a presentation, and the example is MS PowerPoint. So here I hope that you have understood both types of software.